The Detroit Lions don't play today. They're on a bye, but they get encouraging news is how I would put it. Now the Vikings won. We'll get to that in a second. That's kind of like, but the encouraging news is this. The Baltimore Ravens destroy the Seattle Seahawks 37-3, very similar to our score, which was 38-6 against the Ravens. So I know we were all disappointed when the Lions just get destroyed by the Ravens and they were just fired up for that game. We were due for a letdown. They do the same thing to the Seahawks. So that's two of the NFC's good teams. Seattle beat us, of course. So to see the Ravens do that to them is encouraging, really, because it's like, okay, that wasn't just a total like flop game. That's just the Ravens are good. And it was kind of a flop game for the Lions too, but it's good to see that the Ravens aren't like since they beat us, they've lost 3 in a row or something. That'd be like, Now the Ravens are really good. We don't have to see them again. If we ever did see them again, it'd be in the Super Bowl. So fine. Like that'd be a fun time to see them. But this is a crazy thing that the Seahawks, who are really good going across country typically, but man, they are just on fire. So what does that mean? NFC standings now, when you look at kind of updated 5-2, let's just look at kind of where the Lions are with that loss. Oh, shoot. It went to the, all right, whatever. Let's see if I can find like full just A to Z. Okay, whatever. Let's just look at it. Seahawks 5-3 now with 3 losses. Lions only 2 losses. 49ers have 3 losses, and those guys are going to play each other again. So somebody's going to have 4 losses there. So the Eagles out in front looking to get that number 1 seed in the NFC, right? Like they're the favorites. Behind them, all of a sudden, is the Lions because the Seahawks got just thrashed today. And again, they've got to play the 49ers again, so there's going to be some losses there. And then the South, you really don't have to worry about the South. Saints win today, Falcons lose, and we get to play the Saints. So you're looking at one team standing in front of the Lions for that number 1 seed. I mean, it's like, okay, this is like encouraging news that I love to see today. There was some different outcomes and different things that could happen, but to see that the Seahawks lose to the Ravens in that fashion was really like cool. I'm glad to see that. I'm glad to see the Seahawks aren't all that and the Ravens are that. But NFC North, Vikings win. So we're a couple games up on this because they haven't had their bye yet. Lions 6-2. So this 5-6 seems a little closer than it actually is. They have 4 losses. And so here's what's really important about this. The Lions, as we know, play the Vikings twice to end the season. But until then, the Lions need to win because you just don't want to give the Vikings a chance to pull this division out at the end of the year. Let's get out ahead so that, hey, everyone talks about the Vikings, Lions head to head. If the Vikings win both, well, if the Lions win one, then it's over, right? Then the division's over. It's theirs. They win that first one because we have the Cowboys sandwich in between there at the end of the season. So the Lions are in great shape this week. There's a lot of things going to happen up, down, who they play, who plays who, but to see the Seahawks lose shows me that the Lions have 2 losses this year, a Seahawks game that just unfortunately got away from them, a pick 6. You're just not going to overcome that. And then a Ravens team that was on fire and the Lions were due to lose. Other than that, the other 6 wins have just been dominant. Well, and the first game wasn't dominant, but it's the Kansas City Chiefs. You win, but the other 5 have been dominating fashion against what you would call lesser opponents. But so what? They're lesser opponents. The Lions are really good, and they're showing, yes, we are really good in dominating those teams. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on what you saw today as the Lions were not playing, what you saw from around the league, an opportunity to really look at other things that, we typically, maybe you do still when the Lions are playing, but maybe you're more focused on the Lions and now you're able to just kind of take a step back, watch the rest of the league. And it was great to see some things play out in the Lions' favor. But the Vikings thing's interesting. I mean, it just is. It's just they're going to be around. They're probably going to win a few games to stick around. Let's take a look at the Vikings schedule. I'm pretty sure it's easy. It's easier than most teams. So let's take a look at it here. Vikings schedule. So Vikings Saints. Oh man. Okay, hold on. Let's pull it up. Vikings Saints. That's an interesting one. That is a real interesting one. Both teams trying to stay up on top of the division, up near the top. Broncos, Bears, Raiders. Hopefully they get a new attitude. Raiders over. They have to go to Vegas, right? So hopefully that and the Saints game's interesting. Broncos are revamped a little bit. Bengals, beautiful like that. Lions, Packers, Lions. So their schedule's not anything scary. I mean, this Bengals game, hopefully the Bengals are still firing on all cylinders. So they're going to be around. They're going to be around. They've won like 4 in a row. So we'll see. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on this one, and we'll see all of you on the next one.